Good morning and welcome to the Red Mic. Happy Monday. I'm glad you're here. Hope you had a good weekend. I hope you have a great week. But before we talk about the week, let's just dive right into today's Red Mic message. These Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons I've picked up from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Today's Red Mic message: just say no, with a tip of the hat to Nancy Reagan, right? Well, kind of, sort of, but not really. It's not the same road Nancy had us driving down back in the 80s. In the workplace, you've all been there. I'm sure you've got tons of things on your plate. You're overwhelmed. You know that there's another request coming in soon from your boss. And more often than not, you just take it on anyway, right? A recent study by Psychology Today said that in the workplace, about 72% of people say that they just don't say no in the workplace at all. My argument is that saying no can boost your success and lower your stress. Well, let's dive into that, shall we? Think about that movie, The Yes Man, with Jim Carrey. Yeah, it wasn't a great movie. Um, let's get that out. It was not Jim's best effort. In that movie, though, his character had said, "Yeah, I'm just going to say yes to everything," and it was exciting. It was invigorating. New adventures, new friendships, new possibilities jumping in front of him. But before too long, he was stretched really, really thin. And he figured out that saying yes to everything came at a cost. He was exhausted, he was overcommitted, he was overwhelmed. And what was the lesson that he picked from that? Not every opportunity deserves a yes. Real success, you got to have balance. You got to be able to say no when it's the right thing to do, when it counts. You've got to be able to focus on what matters. Otherwise, you're not going to have the energy and time really to enjoy life. So, how are some ways you can say no in the workplace without, people thinking that you can't be counted on? I thought of three things along that line. When you say no, defer it with sort of an intention, with a good attitude, with a plan. Defer with a plan. No doesn't necessarily mean it's a no, never, hard stop. You can you can defer the yes. I'd love to help you on this. I am at capacity right now. I am at my limit. I cannot take anything else on. Can we look at this again, in a few days, next week? Um, can I schedule a meeting with you and maybe somebody else on my team so we can, try to attack this with some fresh eyes after I get through this set of issues that I'm dealing with right now? That kind of response, you are protecting your time, but it's not a hard no. You're open to the possibilities of helping. Maybe a cop out, but you know, it's all you can give, right? Say no with a prioritization and clear boundaries. You let them know, hey, I am focused on this right now, so I cannot do it right now. I mean, that doesn't have any future intentions laid up in it, right? It lets everybody know, hey, if I say yes to this, I'm not going to be able to give it all of my attention, and both this is going to suffer and my other job is going to suffer. And I want to do good work, so I need to prioritize. So, no, can't do it. Again, it's respectful, it's setting the tone. Last but not least, You can empower people on your staff by delegating, right? If it's not a fit for your current goals or your current workload, pass it on. It's not just a way to offload that work, though. It, I've mentioned this before. Delegating empowers people on your team. It shows them that you've got confidence in their abilities, even if it's in something that they've never really taken on personally as, the lead on a project or on a team before. It builds them up. It shows that you are a team player by getting someone on your team involved at a pretty decent level, right? But at the same time, you're keeping your focus where you need it to matter, where you need it to be the most, right? So those are just a few ideas about how to say no gracefully without, again, without looking like you're not a team player, you're not willing to go that extra mile, because everybody wants somebody around who's going to be there when the chips are down, right? But you've also got to protect your attitude, your level of burnout. You've got to protect the quality of your work. So saying no is not selfish. It's just not. It helps you protect your energy, it reduces your stress, and it makes sure that you're giving your best for everything that matters. So, in Yes Man, he learned that saying yes to everything was wrong, but then to say yes to the right things. That's also the power of no. Um, Judicious use of yes and no, that's real power. And again, power of no. That's today's Red Mike message. Short, sweet, to the point, right? I hope you found it interesting. I hope you found it helpful. I hope that you have a good week this week. I'm looking forward to Halloween. Hope it doesn't rain here in Austin. There's a good chance of it. If it does, it does. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, right? I appreciate you being here. I would appreciate a like, a follow, and a share. I will see you again tomorrow. Oh, yeah, and by the way, next week, roadshow, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm going to be doing some election-related stuff, so I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm going to be out of town. It may just end up being on my phone again. Don't know what I'm going to be doing with the Red Mic next week, so we'll figure that as we go, okay? Have a good day. Have a great Monday. Go tackle it head on. And don't forget, life is short. Drink the bourbon.